Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've posted a YouTube video. The indoor season has been crazy. So many meets, so many practices, it's awesome. But what I decided to do was give you a meet adjustment video. So I'm going to take you through one athlete's meet and the adjustments we made and why we made them. Before we get to the meet, let's talk about the do's and don'ts of adjustments when you're at a meet as a coach. Definitely whenever you're at a meet, you should always be adjusting the pole, grip, standards, step, and even cue technical skills that you've been working on at practice. For example, if you've been talking about jumping up at practice, working on the takeoff, maybe cueing it long, short like we do at Apex, that's awesome. You can cue that athlete and tell them to do that. On the other hand, if there are things that you haven't worked on with athletes yet, like maybe carrying the pole or planting, don't try to teach them how to do it at the meet. Keep them comfortable. Let them do an overhand carry. Focus on the techniques and skills that they have already worked on and let them do that. And don't ever try to force pole and grip. No PR is worth putting an athlete in a dangerous situation. All right, here's one of my athletes, Brendon, competing from 6 lefts. His grip is already 13.9, so the 12-foot opening bar is super easy. After that jump, that looked easy. So what I cued for him, he didn't quite jump up. It's something we've been working on, so I cued the takeoff. Let's watch the next jump at 12.6. So this time he runs a little bit taller. He's a little bit further out at the mid, but he really hits that jump up and hooks up with the jump much better. I was much happier with this jump. So he gripped up 2 fingers, kept the step. He still hits a 50 mid. He comes down for his first attempt at 13, and he blows through. Lands pretty deep in the pit, so we went up 5 pounds of pole, went to the 1585. Now on his second attempt at 13, Brendon comes out a little bit harder, hits a little bit tighter at the mid, but takeoff still looks good and clears it pretty easily. He had plenty of height, didn't look like a blow through, so we didn't change anything for the next jump. Now, 13.6 would be a new PR for him, but like I said, everything looked great on the last jump, so we didn't change anything. And here he gets a PR. Awesome. Now Brendon comes down at 14 feet, so this would be a double PR if he gets it. Everything the same, and he blows through. Now, here's the thing. He's on a 1585, and my 1590 doesn't have a weight label. So we went to a 16170, which is the right progression. That's the equivalent to a 15190. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're on the 16170. Brendon hits a little bit tight at the mid. He hits a 49 and kind of blows through on it a little bit. So we went up 2 fingers grip and went back a half. Here's Brendon's last attempt at 14. Not a bad attempt. Still a little bit of a blow through. I feel like he could have went up 5 more pounds of pole. Couple things to note about this meet. So when we went from the 1585 to the 16170, again, according to pole equivalency charts, the 16170 is equivalent to a 15190. Brendon had never jumped on a 16-foot pole, and that was the biggest pole ever in his career. But he did blow through. It made sense, and that's why it worked. Again, we weren't forcing any polar grip. Also, Brendon and I focused on working on his takeoff throughout the meet. Like I mentioned in one of the slides, we really talked about that long, short, and jumping up. That helps him swing better, and that's something that we've been working on in practice. I didn't want to try to teach him a new skill at the meet. If you guys have any questions or comments, please email us at apexvaulting@gmail.com. And thanks for watching the video. I hope this helped.